Hello everyone, Sam is from myfirstmagicweb.com, making this a small video for one of my client actually, my subscriber Usman, I'm making this video for you, buddy. Sorry it's been delayed, but you asked me for Nasdaq and I never looked at it. So DAX, S&P 500, yeah, I did that. A few times. I don't trade indices, so sometimes what happens is that weeks goes by before I look at it. So now I'm doing it for you here. All right. So basically, there is nothing to do the study wise. It's like harmonic pattern or Elliott wave study. There's just nothing there because it's just going in a straight line all the way to the upside. This is a monthly chart, right? I don't know if it's future or spot or whatever. Okay, so I think that maybe still you can use this chart, but I'll tell you how to trade using my special those Renko candle stick from indicator and system IB system. Let me show it to you. Okay, this weekly chart. Okay, turn into weekly so that you can see more levels. Basically, the important things are these levels. What are these levels? The weekly candles, for example, like this is the high here, this is important high, this is the low. All these wicks, weekly highs and lows, like this one here, and actually all of these individual candle high and low are all important. So look at where the price is acting, how it is acting. So for example, this is the top here, and you can see that this candle high is, what is it, 71.34, and the high we made here, what, 71.37. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. So if you write down these highs and lows on your small charts, the Renko chart, then it will be pretty obvious what to do. Okay, let me show it to you. For example, this is the one, and let me okay, here, see this, the high was what, 71.34. Okay, so we go here and then we draw this thing here. This is 77, this number, and right here is what, let me see, man, 70.20. Let me see where they are. It'll start to come down. You can go on a daily, you can find more levels that way, right? After this candle, for example, this one, this high here, what is it, 70.10, and there was one significant number. This candle high is 70.30, right? 70.30, and I have it here 70.20. I don't know where did I get that from, but just move this to 70.30. We just saw that number there, right? So right there, okay, 70.30. So now you see that it start dropping after a big move to the upside. Here you can see easily that there was a nice big move, and then it start to come down, and that's where you have to see if what it is doing. Now, candlestick formation, the regular candlestick, and my chart here. So going up, you can see how nicely it was going on this chart. Look at these entries here. Going up is the condition that we transit from dropping to going to the upside. For example, I don't have the history before, behind this one. Earlier than that, but we were messing around with the wave, right? And all of a sudden we are bouncing, going above this red line, right? And this is 1126. Where is 1126? Okay, right there. This is the candle. So after dropping here, usually you expect that you may retrace a little bit, right? So you see this here. For example, this is the low here, right? We'll mark here, right? What is this low here? 65.72. Go here and then mark 65.72. Okay, 65.72 would be I just show you. Okay. Okay, this is a big number here, right? 65.72. So what happened? So we came below that, and then nicely we hit this here, this line, and then drop, and then go above this. Right now, you know that okay, it's gonna be probably going to the upside because we dropped big time, right? So now you can see this. The first entry is here, right, above the red line. You are bullish now. This is the second entry here. Any of these entries, the third entry here, the fourth here, and then this one did make the higher, right? So then now you have to be careful that is it turning to the downside or what? Because this one has made the higher high, but not this one. So you were positive here, but it didn't go up there. And then when you take this one, be very careful that if this one did make the higher high, maybe this one not gonna make it, and then you may see a drop, and which it did. And then after that, it came down here, start to go up again, and you can see the entries. Just look at them, okay, yourself. These are the ones that if this indicator all the way go all the way down and then coming up, and then you are above the red line, and wave coming to the the price is coming into the wave and then leaving the wave, right? So this one was the entry here. This was an entry here. You might lose few pips here, but then this one is a good one here. This one is all positive. This one is also positive. This one is also going positive, right? All of these entries. And then there are times when you know that there's very less volume. People are not trading. Markets are not opening. These are one of those timings. I'm not very familiar of this Nasdaq, but you can see this is just like very low volume kind of thing. So you try to avoid that. Again, when the volume comes in, it's just nicely traveling above the red line. You see that? And any of these entry will take you all the way to the upside. Then again it started retracing, and now this was the highest point that it reaches here. You see this here, 71, 34, and you knew that it may be going down from there. For example, this is the high point here, right? And from here we may be going down, and you wait for a down move and a short setup, which came right here. It made the downside here. We went below the red line and then went into it, and this is where I open a trade just to show you. This is a sell order, right? That this is how it works. So right at the level, and this red line, nicely, this was a beautiful setup here, and when I took that, this is what happened. Now Elliott wave wise, very clearly you have wave 1, 2, this whole wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5 all the way down. You can count the pippage, whatever. But this was a very beautiful entry. This was an entry here. Again, it goes up, and then this was an entry here. All of these. If you miss few pips here, there, you can still cover that very, very easily. And if you learn a little bit of like Elliott wave account, this should be a 38% retracement. So let's watch what is it for wave 4, right? See, by the book, exactly 38% retracement for wave 4. There is a level there, 68.91. We just saw it, right? And it hit that, so you should take this one, with the blindfold on your eyes, right? And go for the wave 5. This is depending on if you understand the Elliott wave, right? But this is how easy it is. And if you want to do the scalping, I have a smaller chart that shows amazing entries here. Look, this is all Nasdaq. After this wave 4 retracement, you can take any of these entry and then make some money. This is the retracement for wave 4, and this is the wave 3 coming down. Look, right? Very nice. All of these are small entries, but I would prefer this chart, much better, safe. Okay, this entry, or after 38% retracement into this level, this is entry, and now it's probably gonna go up all the way here for wave A, then will come back down for wave B, maybe around this low here, and then go up for wave C. Let's see what happens. So yeah, this is how it is. I'm gonna make the, well, there is nothing to make, you can open this chart, daily chart, and just draw these lines on those Renko charts here. This is the one, this is the bread and butter. And email me and I'll give you the setting for these charts, okay, the special setting, right? It's not just like Forex or Euro USD. This setting is totally different. Okay, this video I'm going to make it public so that people can see how we can trade Nasdaq, but the settings I'm not showing here, and it's going to be only for subscriber. So you email me after you get this, you watch this video, and open a daily chart, mark those levels, okay, just like I do, small bullets, and then write down the levels, save the chart, weekly chart and daily chart, I would say, okay, and then draw those horizontal lines on your this chart here, okay, and then you will see the magic automatically. And one more thing that I want to show you, what the DAX is doing, German DAX is, be ready for that. And the monthly chart, you see, this is where it is now. This is a beautiful trend line, hit, bounce, but it's coming back again. So watch for a hold on this trend line. Okay, if this trend line holds here, and if it doesn't go below and then start bouncing, you will see some upside move in here. This is the big drop here so far, right? So this is all of these indices have different settings for these Renko charts, right? So I know that you're interested in Nasdaq, so just email me and I'll give you the settings. And if you are interested in this one, I'll give you the setting for this one as well. S&P 500, I'll make another video. Okay, buddy. So hope it will help. And anything else, just email me. All right. So yeah, definitely email me for the settings. All right. So this is it for now. Man, I'm still, it's very fascinating about this. I may start live trading on Nasdaq too. I never saw it, and it's moving fast, and it is moving very clear. We're posting very clear waves, and very beautiful, clean entries as well. Look at this, this one. It's just traveling above the red line, and all of a sudden, boom! Volume time, it takes off. Similarly here, it just came down, went up 61%. This was 61%, right? Yep, exactly. Right, 61%. The level was there. Gave a reversal candle, couple of red candles. You open a trade, boom, all the way down. That's how easy it is. All right, so this is it for now. Let me just convert the recording